Disgusting.
Yes. Now I can only use my PS5.
How'd you get Spider-Man in a day?
I don't know. Into what? I
I
didn't
thought that
get
was
Spider.
like,
No, I think my
oh, you
sister
said you
got
fell.
Spider-Man for me. Like I just quit just before, and then because she. I don't care. Family politics is weird, y'all.
Right.
Having siblings
Enough
is
about
not fun.
Fortnite again.
My favorite game.
Oh, this is going to be a great podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Modular Components. It's the end of the week as we know it, and I'm the Humanator here with a massive panel of kooky cohorts. Let's start off with the writeriest of Boingonators.
How does one ride a boingo? I don't know. Ask me later.
No.
I will. And hey, look at that! It's the Corp that busts.
Welcome to the internet. You on VHS?
Yeah. And and rounding out our normal panel, it's 80 free snow cones.
I like robots.
Yeah, me too. They're pretty good. But you know what else is pretty good? Having a guest on this show is pretty good. So we have yet another guest. Do you want to introduce yourself, guest?
Oh, I'm no, I'm a here.
Yeah, you've just been lurking in the background.
She's just been very quiet.
To revel the ever
Mm.
my hello, I'm Asterisk.
Hi.
Videos and sometimes barely about
No, I just called. I was like, yeah, you know what? We need a guest. Aster, you free?
yeah.
That's typically how it works. Is we just knock on someone's door and go, "You want to talk to us?"
Will we not annoy you for an hour at a time?
Oh dang.
Oh, you are a Star Wars fan. Cool.
Book of Boba Fett was good. Everyone shut up.
Book of Boba Fett was good.
It was okay. I would say I haven't seen it.
I'm the
I like how Buster's just ready to leap to the defense of a show they haven't seen.
Look, I like to think positive, okay? That's unfortunately led me to one of some of the worst mistakes of my life. Like,
like meeting us.
No.
But
Sorry.
by the way, Asterisk, this might not be a great moment in your life.
Yeah. I think that's
okay.
like God. I reckon.
It all went downhill from there when I was on Modular Components, and that one guy talked about robots.
I really hate the thing. I'm joking.
I thought you were completely serious.
Let's talk about some of your favorite things, though, because you cover quite a different thing from our normal sphere of interest on your channel. You're big into card games. What's up with all that? What's going on there?
Yeah. Yeah, I should stop.
That's usually a good place to start, I've noticed.
Yeah, no. I grew up watching not much came, I don't really know what they do. A lot when I was in secondary. I had a bunch, and because of that, you know what? I'm interested in this. I look up and I see a couple of episodes just in. I'll check those. I loved it. Incredible. It kind of spiraled off the card game. I wanted to be in my group of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of that. I played because I'm stubborn to play with the cards I would. Kind of like you can either play value. I'm kind of like that with card game. And then from there, that's incredible long franchise. I watched it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really interesting to me, just because it's the same thing like when we had Nezumi on a few weeks ago, of just like, this is not something I normally touch on. So like, I don't actively think about the fact that it has a really active fan base, but then like, it totally makes sense that it would.
Oh yeah, Vanguard. It doesn't have. I like to because everyone step out the 50s.
Bro, I love going to Target at 4 a.m. and beating up employees for cards.
Yeah, I know. Like that's kind of like Pokemon problem. Everyone heard of the game. Everyone. How many people the game attached to the cards? The text on the cards. There's a game. Everyone. I'm convinced 90 does exactly. They just like it because of the pretty artwork. Vanguard's like the opposite. Absolutely doesn't. They do it because the game, like most of the fan base, sits like into another card game for one reason. So that wow, the mechanics are so much is very that kind. Again, it's not the people rely upon. There is like buy the cards. Hey, the anime, but that's mainly it's an interest. It really is.
Yeah, it sounds like it's kind of like the next step up from those entry-level franchises like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, where like all the for lack of a better term, all the B-tier scrubs kind of get phased out once you go to this level.
Yeah, those like Magic are referred to
Big three.
The card game.
Yes, Ultraman, Super Sentai, and Kamen Rider.
Yeah, and the thing is, they are successful fundamentally well. The thing is, are made a product good game to be a game attached, but that's not your like is like a great and somewhat can even still a lot, which the same cannot be said about Car 5 Theories.
Oof.
Not great.
Oh no.
And here's the thing: deeper you get, and you realize the game it does, but it definitely because it's the biggest because everyone Yu-Gi-Oh! I kind of want where the scale how they work, where this it's very where basic, and what I mean, regardless of, as long as it's literally
So it's got like the Lego gimmick.
yeah. Dual one, the old one, hyperly built, and people love that's like the nostalgia of it. They love collecting. But the thing is, every playable, learning a player learn the basics, which aren't too starts through card, half brown, half effect, and all this other. It overlooks difficult, right? If you have any fighting, bigger competitive, and because of especially we'll have this where basically to keep me played for fun is the cards within because everyone cards and I guess Vanguard kind of the best because it finds negating this problem, mainly because support of different formats. Every game, but basic, but then you also have Legacy because of that more tightly. They don't. There's less, and I think that's really found its own marketing. It's really interesting, and I know there you go.
Yeah, no, like I'm glad that you're sort of breaking it down in a way that most people can understand because I feel like to a lot of people, even the simplest card games are kind of impenetrable because like you said earlier, a lot of people when they have Pokemon cards as a kid, they're just like, it's a cool image of this thing I like.
You make up
doesn't
your
really
own rules.
yeah, it doesn't really compute how to figure out the game unless you have like a really down to brass tacks instruction video or something. Like I remember when I was a kid, does anybody here know the card game Chaotix?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Pat, congratulations! You unlocked a core memory for people.
When I was a kid, I loved the Chaotic show, but I couldn't find Chaotic cards anywhere, so I would just play Pokemon cards like it was Chaotic.
Funny. That's it. Reminds you they would put you together into one call it even known Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh cards with 3,000 defense. So how do you balance?
Yeah, that also just sounds like the name of a really obvious fan fiction.
Oh yeah.
Here's the funny
I,
thing. When I was a kid, me and my cousin used to, the Magic the Gathering format called Commander? Me and my cousin tried to make a Commander version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Without even knowing the fuck Commander was.
Good luck.
We were just like, yo, that one filler arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where they go into the alternate dimension and they have to fight all the dudes who were like possessing Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters, that was sick.
Capsule monsters?
No, it was the ones with the board of directors of Kaiba.
So the virtual reality
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I remember.
They had a lot of reruns on that, like when I was around, just watching
That
for
was
kids.
well, like
No, I actually liked it.
No, Battle City.
Oh, I just like for me, it's just Yu-Gi-Oh's Yu-Gi-Oh. I like it. I think I just liked because I like Kaiba more. Like even outside of just memes nowadays, I just like Kaiba. Like and I just like seeing Kaiba focused arc was like I like this.
What were you about to say, Snowy?
My point, Yu-Gi-Oh anime, even that, I like. Actually, here we go.
I was gonna say that the person you described as like never knowing how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, that was me. All I cared about was literally, I'm not fucking making this up, scapegoat. I had so many scapegoats. I don't even know what I traded to get people scapegoats. I just thought they were cool. I thought that was like my favorite card. I know I traded a Blue Eyes at least once. I had a bunch of other cards, and they were all on like a tin with Joey Wheeler on it. Like, I don't know, but I
you
never
had Boingo Rider on your card tin?
Yeah.
I love that VTuber.
But I never learned how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon, and I collected both as a kid. I collect Pokemon now, but that's just because I like shiny stuff, and I don't actively do it, but sometimes I do it for impulse reasons.
The way they sell this thing, though, it's very, as someone to follow, it's very obvious. They collected every time a new, they will specific is right now as a high rep, a card that's so like,
Would the break cards fall under that?
Kinda.
Because the last time I was into Pokemon was when break cards were just becoming a thing.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, because I've got like a what's the word? A binder or two of X and Y cards in my closet that I just haven't touched in years.
Yeah. But yeah, no, they're very.
Let me grab this off the shelf because I bought I just take a picture because he looks cool over there. I bought the I forget what it's called, the Pikachu VMAX box for one reason.
Yeah.
And let me grab that picture for the reason.
Is it
Although
a card? Is it a
no.
statue?
But I did get one
Oh
of the
my
got
god,
the
really?
yeah, that's all I wanted.
I love that thing.
Oh,
For the listeners,
I got
it's a figurine of original Tubby Pikachu.
that's actually
Dynamax.
Gigamax or whatever.
Oh, is
Whatever.
that what that is? Okay.
Yeah, from Suishi.
But I did, out of the 25th anniversary packs in that box set, I got 2 Venusaurs. Yeah, no.
The cool thing is, they're very good at market that has pin badge, other stuff. Like,
You are Fings.
Yeah.
Would you like to buy Fings? Do you recognize these Fings? Please exchange currency for Fings. Oh, sick! I'm gonna go get 5.
That
I actually hate those pin badges.
That actually reminds me of 2 specific, like, I had 2 specific card game stuff. Like, the thing about, like, oh, you get cards, but you also get a thing. That was basically Bakugan's entire gimmick when you get down to it. I was, like, a big Bakugan guy growing up.
Yeah.
Wasn't.
Yeah, like, just...
I mean, they're still making Bakugan, aren't they?
Yeah, the
They
reboot's
came back.
actually pretty good. The reboot's pretty good. I know, like, some people, like, hate the vlogger thing, but, like, they were online in, like, literally the entire plot of Bakugan, the original series, is that a bunch of kids got online and made the rules. Them being vloggers is just a step up from that. Like, and it's not that cringe.
I love that the first cards, cool.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it was very much what we need to, like, get, like, we have to fast forward the rules. And I do kind of, like that. It's like, oh, it's already a pre-established. Kids already are, like, into the game. Like, and then that kind of creates, like, an interesting dichotomy.
Yeah,
like the final arc.
Yeah, the opening, I still very
They did.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, obvious sort of exec, hey, man, anime games, vindicates for why these card games. And I think Vanguard, the plot of Vanguard is, and people like playing it.
Yeah,
And
okay, I did wonder about that watching some of your videos earlier, because I was just like, okay, this sounds interesting, but what is the plot? What's going on here?
It's like a sports anime, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's the thing that for the most there's the for the most part is heavy lifting, but
Like Joker is like screaming and like what you say for the most part.
yeah, for the most beginners, the hook of the series got rid of all my fans. A bunch of enjoy playing that basic.
And then
So-
Overdress has a gang war.
So it seems like the entire point of Vanguard is just it's a card game franchise for people who already like card game franchises.
Yeah, that's the thing, because to get him, you're a little kid, a puzzle, Pharaoh is a really cool game, but with someone like Vanguard, there's like this assumption card game promise play the game itself, and because of that, straight, just like when you watch something like Haikyuu, the premise is playing volleyball, it's literally doing a lot of heavy still.
I mean, that probably can really be interesting. I've just never really gotten into anything like that. Like, I think the closest I've come is I've watched a couple of the Rocky movies.
I mean, I'm going to talk about, like, obviously, and I love how it's, like, it's kind of going that a lot of things that you would think are impressive. The first episode, a teenage kid challenged another guy to play the game, and they just sit down at a card shop, just, like, on one of those, like, foldable, with, like, those really cheap sit-down.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, everyone goes in, they literally sit. Again, the appeal, getting at least the appeal to play a game. The game is, and I like the.
I mean, they had enough confidence to get it, and it's been successful enough that they bought an entire wrestling promotion.
Yeah.
There's literally an episode in Overdress where like Takahashi just cameos.
What?
Like
Yeah. The people who make Vanguard are Bushiroad, who own New Japan.
yeah, like I know that. And it's like I just love it how and he just beats the shit out of one of the main characters.
Boyga, you just blew my fucking mind! Holy shit! Does that mean we could get Kenny Omega in an anime now?
Kenny Omega's been in an anime. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know this.
He was in Tiger Mask Double.
Oh, okay. I don't follow.
All right, now I'm gonna do an
close
entire
enough.
retrospective on Tiger Mask just for that.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know.
Here's the thing, though. I like card games. I just don't have anybody around me to play them or the money to invest in them because, goddamn, the Digimon card game looks so fun.
Yeah, Digimon. A lot of, for example, if you want to get out of really that kind of thing and do things, Digimon were basically a counter, the 0 to, and basically hit 0, it ends your. So when you card so for example, you kind of want to play like a 10 because it's going, not ending. You kind of get what that. And so,
Yeah, from everything I've seen, though, you wouldn't want to do that because
yeah,
your opponent gets all that energy more because it's just a back and forth. It's a tug of war.
Exactly. By that means starting already a heavy, which means so basic pace and dict Europe, which as you mentioned, fascinating.
But
I
also
like
they really play into the lore of Digimon to kind of like circumvent that, to kind of like outthink your opponent with the Digi-Egg system.
Yes, sure. I haven't. I did this old show. I think I.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, it's literally you've already built and it worked, right?
All right. This brings
Oh.
us to Master Duel. I want to talk about Master Duel because for a week or two I was hooked on Master Duel. I need to get back to it because just life, I'm just like just general. Sometimes I just want to take a break from it, and I really like Master Duel. It's a very fun game. I got like as someone who prefers protagonist cards in card games. It satisfies that itch, but I can still get like decent cards for free. I haven't spent a dime on the like, even though it's free to play with in-game transaction. It's very generous, and I was like, this is a Konami game. What the hell? Actually, no, stay this way, Konami. Please, please, please be better. You're never gonna be better. That's besides the point.
Oh yeah, mastered. But that mentioned earlier, one of the problems with card games is obviously got to find some play it with that involving a friend and buying. Is why COVID in real life tournaments, travel event kind of huddle around and obviously and Master Duel was born of. Have you ever felt why is COVID game profitable about it?
Oh, did COVID kill the Konami pachinko industry?
Potentially, yeah.
At least
Oh
we
my
kept it heavily.
God, Metal Gear's back.
Oh no, Metal Gear won't be back because Hideo Kojima's not back.
I know.
Even though
Yeah.
I
Survive
know.
exists, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah, but yeah, these companies have finally realized play with it is kind of like a pain in the to get people caught up on.
For a long time.
They did, but it was
Yes,
Yeah.
it's line gameplay aesthetic because the game's quite and not very. For example, if you want to play someone online, you can only have 50. So you can't just send out no, you must individually then manually set up your. It's a pain in the butt.
That sounds like YouTube in 2010.
Isn't that also why Magic the Gathering recently updated their client?
Yeah, I'm not, and I've heard his basic clients. They basically so that you can online, but mobile game, card game, and stuff. And that's the problem. And the old one, but it was always a lot more modern. However, Space they don't like that. And Master was kind of the same, but as Buster accumulate quite. And Pokemon, where basically and if you scan that, basically give you a similar worth. You scan that and you open that, it's guaranteed to give you where this codes is. Don't answer. So what other card shops have is they will have exchange you give in you, and if you don't use, and so the game and doesn't count collecting physical, you can get bundle scan and then you have a day. And I think that's kind of just itself not valuable 100, and then that means you can basic more or less. And I'm really worried the new game is going to have, but I worry but I guess.
I mean, I don't really have faith in like Pokemon Gacha after Unite, but then again, that's Tencent.
I mean, I don't know much about Gacha as well, because, the most I know about, everything I know about Gacha comes from Trash Taste. And so, I listen to those, and I'm just like, that just sounds like card games with extra steps.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Does Yu-Gi-Oh! Still do the thing where you can input the code at the bottom of a card and get the card in the game? Because it used to, when, on the Game Boy games, which is what I played a lot of, if you had a card in real life, you could just type in the code and get the card in the game.
Yeah, see, that was the reason they naive, that was to get the.
Oh, no.
Shame. Because I always was I was hyped whenever I was like, oh yeah, I got a cool card. Let me pop it in my fucking Game Boy game.
Really, the only way you could get that to work was basically generating unique codes for each card, and that sounds like a pain.
It does.
Nah.
And basically, they don't work.
I have been fascinated by card game mechanics design, the economies of such. There's a YouTuber I watch called Kodak, and that's pretty much all he talks about is just how people design a game, make the game, distribute a card game, the failures of past games that only lasted a year or something.
Yeah.
And through him, I saw a bunch of really interesting indie card games. There's one with a bunch of fucking dragons. I can't remember the name of.
It's called A Bunch of Fucking Dragons.
I fight dragons.
They're weird dragons still. They're fucking, yo, this dragon can turn back time. And whoa.
So it's
weird.
It's like
Awesome.
Kamen Rider Ryuki with extra steps.
Yeah.
Or the cryptozoology card game that recently.
Oh no, that scares me. Anytime you say crypto, I'm just like
zoology.
Buster, you have way too many trigger words for someone so young.
I guess. Look,
Like
I
what?
do have
You got Among Us, you got crypto, you got
Among Us. I
NFT.
like Among Us. I like.
Really? Because you have the same damn reaction to us
That's
saying
because it's
Among Us as
funny.
you do to. Fuck off! It is.
It's funny.
But no, I guess like something else we should get into is I've heard through the grapevine Asterisk that you are also quite the big Kamen Rider fan.
Yes.
All right.
No, I
Tokusatsu.
Yeah, same.
Oh.
XA gang.
Have you watched much else besides Build, or is it just like that's the one you watched?
That one's my favorite, but I've seen quite a lot. I've basically Gine. I've seen
Oh, okay.
So I've seen quite a lot to talk about.
No, valid, especially with how Twitter is.
What are your opinions on like how cards are sometimes used in Kamen Rider? I guess we could get into that.
I think Kamen Rider is their almost tied arcade
Amberizing.
game.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Dynasty, like Dynasty $1 spits out scanning him, and then you'll have like, and I thought that was an idea, and basically.
Yeah, it's very good brand synergy when they bring that into the shows, I feel like. Especially because Sentai has it as well, but you almost never hear about it because the only time they did it was Go Sager, and everyone hates Go Sager for some reason.
Well, don't those games also work with the gimmicks toys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
So,
why
like, if
the
you
icon had like a little QR code on the back of it.
Yeah, like if you have one of the original Decade cards, you can put it in the Decade driver, but then you can also take it to, oh god, I forgot the name of the game. Yeah, you can take it to a Gamma-Rising machine.
Okay,
Actually, like I have a funny story. I saw like so sometimes I go to arcades, just like newer ones. They're not nearly as good as classic ones, and they have this Injustice game that's basically Gamberizing.
What?
Like I'm not even kidding. Like they literally give you cards, and you can take them to other Injustice arcade machines. I mean, I don't really care for Injustice or NetherRealm, so it's like, but like, it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, that's it.
If it's Bandai making it, I'm surprised they haven't tried to like also turn it into a TCG.
No, I think it's Raw Thrills does.
I mean the Kamen Rider one because
yeah.
They're doing the Digimon card game, they're doing the Dragon Ball card game, and they're both being very successful internationally.
Well, I think that's the problem is Kamen Rider isn't really like we want it to be, but it's not really successful, quote unquote, international.
And one you kind of, as we mentioned, card games basically cards like you're popping. If you're building deck, commit, and as a game split the audience quite a bit. And like in Digimon, Dragon Ball, most people Dragon Ball is
it's like Pokemon.
Yeah, they don't like those two audiences don't really third one. It may divide them. And card games successful like. It's a lot of people bits of it. There's so much designing and putting on all this other stuff too. Like there's a lot that's like, if one thing fails, like a House
Force of Will is a good example in my mind because like they were trying to get everything off the thing, but they just couldn't get a foothold and make a competitive scene in America.
Or the Transformers TCG, where it was they had a hard time just getting shops to carry it because it was from a reputable name, but the reputable name already had like 3 or 4 games going.
I'm sad. I heard about the gimmick. The card sells forming fold so.
Yeah, I had a few of them, but it was one of those things where it was like I got into it and I was like, all right, I've got as much as I want. I'll wait for the next set. And then things kept coming up until I was like 3 sets behind, and then it was canceled. And I was like, damn it, it's my fault.
Yeah, but that goes to that can sell basically any like hotkey.
Because you're not just you're managing several logistical nightmares on top of trying to make a good designed game.
Exactly.
But I mean, like Bushiroad has like 3 card games going on right now.
Yes. Also, they like being a Bushiroad fan. It's like the little bit that goes down the sick, but what you don't Drago Ball the game that 2 minutes before.
What the fuck is that? Is that like the Aragon card game?
I'm not saying I wasn't trying to bring that up as like as a saying like no more than one can happen. I'm just saying like some people can be successful and like manage the logistical nightmare.
Oh, mainly because that apparently the CEO loves it and cites it, even if it's kind of crazy where it pulls strings, like they don't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, the only one
like just getting back on that, I also think like it was partially a COVID thing too. They said at one point was like they got real scared when things started to shut down, and it was like we have to consolidate assets, kind of a situation.
Yeah.
And I mean, like Magic Gathering, that's the only thing they really do. What else does Wizards of the Coast do other than D&D?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they did just make a new Hero Quest. after everybody paid
With the
them in
rolls
advance.
All I know about Magic the Gathering is that they recently commissioned Jonathan Young to do an album. That's all I got. I have no idea how music goes into card games, but
Well, that's part of it's like the lore of Magic the Gathering. Like there's like the lore of it is like you are a wizard who travels dimensions and you summon all these creatures and beings from all these different dimensions.
Bro, I fucking love the Dark Tower.
No, you joke.
It is kind
Because like I don't play Magic, but like when I was a kid, my dad did, and I watch. He's the dude on YouTube. He talks about Magic the Gathering. His channel's like something community college. Yeah. I watch him. So like all my Magic knowledge comes from him. So it's a lot of bitching and moaning and justifiable complaints.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, has blow more like it.
it
It
blows.
was it was
Validating.
Yeah, validate another mode. Okay, cool.
No. Every
Transformers.
fan base that is attached to Hasbro has a love-hate relationship with them. Transformers, G.I. Joe, fucking Marvel too. Like we're all in this bitch fest together.
I maybe it's just the diehard Marvel fan of me. I can't think of anything.
Boingo, your Marvel guys took up like 3 Fan First Fridays during Power Month. You guys are lucky. You're literally cannibalizing other like Hasbro events.
And meanwhile, the hardcore Legends collectors are bitching every time something gets revealed that it's not the exact look for that character they wanted.
Then they're not Marvel fans. They're assholes.
Well,
I
yeah,
disavow
but
them.
Who are you to judge if someone's a Marvel
Boingo, they're
fan?
toy collectors. Of course they're assholes.
Every Spider-Man is a valid Spider-Man.
Hell yeah.
Except
Maybe.
for the one I still don't fucking have.
I was gonna say, Snowco, why do you hate Hasbro?
There you go. They haven't reissued the Spider-Man.
You know, have you seen those leaked Spider-Man listings for the 60th anniversary?
Yes.
I have a feeling that Spider-Man and Spinneret 2-pack, the Spider-Man's going to be on the retro body.
Which one?
Oh, they're doing plenty of Spider-Men on the retro body, but I haven't owned a fucking like. Oh look, that's Spider-Man
But
figure.
that's what I'm saying.
Since I was a kid,
That's how they're going to
Pizza
get that back
Spider-Man,
out
though.
there.
I couldn't find them.
What the? Boingo has Pizza Spider-Man and you don't?
Yep.
Holy
I think that was
fuck,
when like
man.
we were in college and we would go to Walmart at like midnight and I would just find like random Marvel Legends and go like, oh, I want this guy.
Anyone hit
I
me
think
up
that was
when
when
you
I
do, like,
wasn't buying
Andrew
Marvel
Garfield.
Legends.
Yeah.
Hit me up
'Cause
when you
that's-
do Marvel Legends Andrew Garfield.
Because that's also right around when I also got Scarlet Spider, Batroc the Leaper, and
But I have Scarlet Spider.
I keep
Oh, yeah.
forgetting they made a Batroc. I need to go back and get that Batroc.
good Batroc.
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't go great with Gwenpool just because he looks like he's 40.
Yeah, he'd look weird with the fucking Mafex Gwenpool, especially, probably.
Because he's a very classic Batroc.
Hopefully we can get a fire under Mafex's ass to make specifically that version of Batroc. I would love that. But anyway, Asterisk, what is your favorite Marvel Legends figure?
Oh, I own. I was a.
Oh, it's-
Really?
Ooh. Wait, kid.
I say kid.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say Black Series is still going. Holy crap!
Yeah, fine.
Good for you, because honestly, it's kind of dark times for Black Series.
Yeah, I
Hey.
stopped buying them too, but I'll give you a sneak peek at what's going on over here. Let me pull my camera.
Hey,
down.
I got my Han Solo and I got my Chewbacca. That's all I need.
You don't need Mando. You don't want Mando after
I
all
would
these
like
episodes?
Mando one day, but as long as they have Han and Chewie, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm happy with what.
Oh boy,
Whoa.
That's a lot of toys. It's almost like a toy.
fellas! I
Sorry.
think we found the background image for this episode about card games.
Oh yeah. I approve.
Oh wait, is that the like the girl like from the Mandalorian season 2? I know she was in Clone Wars, but like
Which
Oh, the one who's leaning forward.
the redhead.
Cara Dune.
No, not,
Oh, wait,
not that
redhead.
one.
The
The
redhead.
helmeted one.
What redhead?
Yeah,
The
that's
one in the helmet-
yes.
I'm sorry.
What is
That's
What's her name? Say her
I
name.
forgot.
Bo-Katan.
Look at that one. That one.
Bo-Katan,
That
yes.
character. She
That
was
is
cool. I
Bo-Katan.
like her.
I'm still so fucking like that fucking Mega Supreme.
Yeah, I gotta get.
Yeah,
it.
the thing I haven't transformed once.
But you have Omega Supreme, my dude.
Yeah, I didn't buy him to transform. I bought him to look at that and like
You got
every
Omega
day I
with
come
sour
home I sit
cream.
down and I'm like, it's like my picture. It's like I do it for you, babe.
And then just all the Hot Wheels on your wall that can fall down at a moment's notice.
All right.
That's an in joke so deep the viewers don't even.
Oh, deep. All right.
And now we're just crawling up. We're just crawling up the modular media asshole.
Well, you guys open this door.
I'm sorry,
So.
I'm never opening boxes again. No more cuttings.
Yeah, but you'll just keep slamming on it till it closes again.
Yeah, that's how I work. I don't know. We just went off on like a psychotic tangent.
Isn't that old?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried DMT?
Fuck off. You fucking.
Okay, I'm gonna go on Twitter and ask the people of the people of Twitter and like ask them for questions, just for fun.
What the
Like,
fuck? We're doing Q&A now? I didn't authorize this.
Okay, well no, I'm authorizing it.
Ah!
How we know we'll get questions in enough time?
What if we don't?
Well, wait. Q&A for podcast. Go. Okay, I posted a tweet. Retweet it.
Favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? Go.
The one with the characters on it.
Decode Talker. I know that's from Vrains and not, but everyone likes Vrains, but that's such a cool card.
Brains is pretty good. Also, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't
Legit,
that the season where they like purposely aged up the character designs?
That's also 5Ds.
They did that.
Oh, I did not know that.
Games on motorcycles.
Yeah, I'm in a Discord server of someone who's making like a long ass 5Ds retrospective, and I'm like, I'm interested. That's gonna be very fun to watch and recommend to my friends.
Like the is that like the fellow who's making those Hot Wheels analysis?
Nah,
There's somebody making Hot Wheels analysis.
Yeah, we showed
it's
you
not-
them, Cody.
Oh no.
we just to analyze Battle Force 5. Also, okay, we got our first question from
Oh.
the Vacuuminator, strange name, and he asked, "Can I borrow $5?" No, you cannot. This is a pre-recorded podcast. You cannot borrow $5.
All right, hang on, guys. I gotta go take care of something in the other room real quick. Shit! All right, I'm back. What's up?
Just let me finish laughing.
Okay.
Alright.
So, Asterisk, are you watching Revice at all?
I'm actually, but I have.
Oh,
I've watched the first. It's good.
What was the
it's
last thing
not
that
super
happened?
far behind. Then you're still close. You could get caught up in a day.
Oh yeah.
What was the last thing that happened when you were watching?
Oh, how do I forget her name? The female.
Sakura.
Yeah, there
Denny?
we go. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
when.
Okay.
I'm fuzzy.
Yeah, that was solid times.
Yeah, that was very hype times, and everyone was like, "Oh, she's gonna get screwed over in development," and now she has more development than the secondary writer.
Yeah, she's so.
Wouldn't
she's
that make her the
above-
secondary writer?
They brought in a world famous singer, The Weeknd, to be her co-star.
Yeah, that's a out of context spoiler.
No, I found that cryptozoology card game. I remember the name of it. Netazoo.
Yeah. Okay.
A division of Metaverse.
Fuck off. I mean, you're not wrong because there's a weird game mechanic in it where basically, like, if it says something on the like,
Oh shit! This looks like old Pokemon art.
yeah,
That's nostalgia appearance.
but like, there's a mechanic of like, say on a card it says like, oh, if you live in a if like you were playing this game in a forest, you get this special benefit of like just random things like that. Are you wearing a tinfoil hat? Cool, you get a special bonus.
So Magic.
Oh, was that
the Gathering-
Mothman?
Yes,
Sorry.
Mothman's a major character in the game.
Yeah, like a type of you can't use, and they have like a different where they have really ridiculous. There's one that pick up this card across the. I think there was walk someone a different to borrow and just.
Yeah, they're acorn cards. I remember just going into like a full on deep dive on them because like
Would
Did anyone make
the
an hour long?
Godzilla cards be counted as that?
like I'm trying to remember. There was one where it was like trying to look at there's squirrel cards. Like there's just an entire archetype of just squirrels.
Look, unless someone puts it in a phrase that's an hour and a half long video essay, I don't care.
How is that a phrase?
You're a phrase.
Look, I don't know what words are.
Yo. Who's
Are they
who's
doing a
phrase
Hatsune
with a big
Miku?
bad wolf?
Magic thing.
Probably.
It's from what I heard that there aren't gonna card, just song.
Damn. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to just be like
Damn.
silence.
Here's the thing, for the listeners, it won't be because I truncate silence on this show.
Oh, nice.
No, it's like it is. This is all genuinely interesting to me. It's just like at a certain point, I'm like, what question do I ask other than pull up random card? Is this card cool?
Oh, wait a second. I actually have an old booster, like, thingamajig of Vanguard I bought from a Walmart just because I thought it looked cool.
What the
I'm
fuck?
the one person who's bought Vanguard cards just because they looked cool, not because of the game.
I wanted to ask, is that the niche card game that you were trying to like get into buying?
No, that was Force of Will.
Okay. Well,
Force of Will, isn't that like fucking old canon Star Wars shit?
No, it's anime Magic the Gathering, but the lands aren't in the deck. It's a separate deck.
No.
With,
Anyway,
like-
I found my favorite game. We're gonna put it in the chat, but I describe it. To effect, you gain one large person who high-five in the next 30 seconds. And then
I love this card. This card is wonderful.
And then
It's
says
really
in
called.
offer.
I love that they have to specify that.
Yeah, just be like, and then you just like you play it, and then you just go running and just like, hey, 5-5, and then just like people just like, okay.
I like the idea that there was an earlier version of this card where it just led to people assaulting each other at Magic Cons.
Yeah.
This might open like a whole other discussion, but like since Aster, sometimes you started off doing video essays on your channel. What's your process for that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
I process. I watch. I take note. I attempt to cry from the script. coming down quickly. I download horrifying converting Adobe Premiere suck, and then so in a ridiculous scrubbing that I will show it, and then I will layer of self. Did I miss scene up? I swear I scrubbed for episode 5 times, not here, and then I cry for, and then eventually that's how it thumbs up.
The magic.
Yeah, and I know you. It's been a while since the overdress one, a long while. But like, do you have any like other plans that you're either putting in motion or you just have on the back burner?
I do have Overdress season 1 video is going to some hope that I do not make. That's
Okay.
kind of the big, because I'm like to have to start that video. And for anyone who doesn't, broke my C
Oh, sick.
because it got like just suddenly think that it wouldn't work.
Mm.
I didn't know how to fix it, and a few days later fixed itself. Hopefully that
It
doesn't
might
happen
have
again.
just been like it was going to the wrong scratch disk.
It might have been. I went through a lot of sort of eventually, so it's fine now, I guess. Then I do have other ideas. I really want to put, because like more so than
Sir me.
basically- Yep. More so than basic. I gotta make passionate enough that I'm willing like this sort of hell to get so that I know like so I guess we'll
Valid. Honestly, I just kind of improvise. Like I have like a list of ideas, but usually those get thrown out for like a brand new idea I come up with at like a second ago, and then I just put that into motion, and then like the next week it's out.
I guess
Yeah.
I'm like the only OCD analysis guy out there then, because like I have stupidly, ridiculously complex plans that I throw out every 2 months and then start again.
No, I kind of do that, but it's like I improvise between them.
Yeah.
You make videos?
Fuck you.
Well, you're editing one right now.
No, that's the joke, is that I haven't made a video in a year.
Well, I mean,
Not a great joke. You might want to take that one back to the drawing board.
you're Twitch streaming. That's something.
But,
Podcast. That's
No, I'm talking. Boy, go like Twitch streams like occasionally.
occasionally, like every week,
Every week, every
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Boy goes like, am I a joke to you?
Well, look, words. I told you, I suck at words. It's not my favorite game.
Oh, I found that booster box of Vanguard. Extra booster volume 3, Assemble Dark Knights, Cavalry of Black Steel.
Dude, I love Kingdom Hearts.
yeah, no, Japanese set name just like
Let's see. Looking at the first card, it's a football player.
Oh, that'll be a spike break.
Yeah. Fierce Leader Zachary. No, I'm just kind of just like, let's see. White Dragon Knight Pendragon. That's shiny.
Ooh.
Holographic.
Yeah.
Drake. Oh, yeah, no, it was old when I bought it. It was just on the shelf for like 6 months. No one
Yeah.
touched it. I was just like, no one's going to buy it. It's just going to sit there for years. It's probably old already. I'll get some fun novelty out of looking at the shiny things.
God damn, Boingo! I didn't know you were the kind of person that buys peg warmers out of pity.
Draconic Executioner.
Yeah, God. So the set you July 20.
Hey.
So that's
Spike Brothers Jelly
Would that-
Beans.
Would that be considered vintage now?
almost God is like pitch cards really have much value. It's projected to maybe gain some value.
Yeah.
This isn't a card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like my only real memory, if any, of Vanguard before getting ready for this episode is back when I used to watch Digibro. Digibro made a video where they compared Cardfight Vanguard to Toho as being something something that's really obscure but has a really passionate fan base. And I was just like, I don't know what either of those things are, but okay.
I got the card that was on the booster box. Spectral Duke Dragon Gold Paladin, whatever that is.
That's that one. Yeah, his Spectral Duke Dragon second highest card in money. You've earned $4.
Hell yeah, $4 it didn't have before.
Hell yeah.
I can use that the next Steam sale.
Yeah, take that NFT, bros.
Number 1, White Pendragon.
Oh wait a second, hold on a second. White Dragon Knight, Pendragon,
Yeah.
Royal Paladin. I have that too.
Boingo!
Congrats.
Money moves.
Boingo, get card protectors for those. We might be able to fucking buy modular headquarters with that one day.
All right. Another thing I want to ask you about Asterisk. Art. You are an artist. You incorporate that into your videos. You made a very good video about character design and the artist process about that. Just talk about art and stuff. You know what I mean.
Just fart about art. Art about fart.
Art's I mean, I guess with my channel, and I do want to do like that one perspective because I think it is. I feel like a lot of time in direction, and that stuff's definitely. So that is definitely. But if you like you for that kind of the thumbnail together. But the thing is, 9 times out of 10, farm, which is very fun. But I'm like selling the channel, from the I guess hitting my.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm very aware of that feeling.
I was gonna say that's a universal experience on this panel.
Yeah, I think one of the ways, a lot of what I did, having a fairly, I do like the kind of making about that, and I think it would be.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Hey.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's good to know, like, because that character design video is probably my favorite video from you. So it's good to know that you keep it on the back of your head of like how to proceed with things.
I'm quite.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I watched today. It's pretty good. All right.
What else? Do any of you boys have questions? Because I accidentally closed Twitter. Let me see if Twitter sent any relevant. They probably just said like questions about me because I didn't specify I had a guest over.
Oh no, you fucked it up.
Yeah. I
How
just
dare you?
Q&A, go. Okay, nobody sent questions that are relevant. Okay. Do you guys got questions?
We'll figure something out.
Yeah. Or we can just end.
What are like some, because I know you're from the United Kingdom, what are like some challenges that are unique to that side of the world in doing YouTube and whatnot that you've noticed?
It's funny. Like I feel like that would arise, I guess, mainly language barrier stuff. So I haven't run into. However, I will say when someone who's clearly like, "What's with your voice?" and I'm like, "Called an accent."
That's my voice. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll admit there was like a minute where I was like watching the first video and I was trying to pin down the accent, and then I was just like, it doesn't matter. What is she actually talking about? Let's focus on that.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that, like, because I know me and Back watch a lot of the same things, are probably one of the biggest exposures to a British accents, Pac, who has a Geordie accent, if I remember right.
Yeah.
He has a very specific kind of British accent.
Yeah, that's one.
But then, like, we also watch a lot of Few Adams and whatnot, and
Yeah.
he's much more of I don't want to say Cockney, but he's like much more on the other.
Yeah, no,
end
he's
of us.
definitely not. Cockney's a very specific accent too, my dude.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Why did I say Cockney? It's probably because I'm a big Michael Caine fan. I love Michael Caine. Did you know that when you say Michael Caine in Michael Caine's voice, it sounds like Michael Caine? All right, I'm gonna go kill myself now.
Okay. Dang. Yeah. I know this is like, okay, this question might be like a bad question to ask, but I know you've been working on this, like this web comic, and I know it's like far away from coming out. Well, talk about it a bit, maybe. I don't know.
Plug your shit.
Okay, so that's called Raw Night. I talk is basically the gimmick of Raw Night. Literally.
Oh, they're Brit bunkers. I'm so sorry.
Basically, I came up. I'm sure everyone knows a certain cough has a similar. Basically, it got to the
Oh, you mean
Because-
my entire YouTube career?
Yeah, because grand and sprawling. I'm so confident tying it out. I'm like, I still need to this is made even more difficult by the fact that I learned comics are like writing a comic thing.
Are
and
you
so
like, are
learning-
you writing scripts, or are you just kind of going panel by panel, drawing
I
as
have-
you go?
I have like plans.
Okay, because like
So-
I've read comic book scripts, but like from big famous comics where they'll like put the script in the back of the trade, and it's
Yeah.
always like a very different style of writing from each different author.
Yeah, writing a don't want because it's just not generally seeing the script and so you're not probably the prose. You are basic bullet point. This is what this can kind of get being a bit more, and especially comic more so you want to convey things everyone's read a comic. It's just a speech bubble with giant paragraph and a tiny little. Generally, I've definitely sometimes, and it's very script without like that in itself, like a gymnast taking a page, and then not only a multiple fun to such and doing that whilst like learning how is such like the kind of
Yeah, no, I'm friends with a couple people who make web comics, and just like the amount of work and effort they put into them is just astounding.
yeah. They take I mentioned video as close to video. Well, first of all, every few and I mean just the mental toll that takes on its own quite a lot. If you're someone like self-confident, it really becomes every time you make episode, is this improving it or is it because it, like those controversial they're well like certain painting it. Royal Knight's plot points. I don't think some people my vision, so that's
So
Yeah,
what is your creative process like? Is it like you're agonizing over certain details until you have them just right, or because my thing is usually like I'll have an idea of what I'm doing, and then like just randomly sometimes I'll get a flood of ideas related to this specific thing, and I have to kind of overhaul it on the fly.
I get that a lot. I could like come up with ideas, but then as I'm writing and as I'm like drawing, I will get like works, but that will require work, and that's kind of when because the artwork other stuff, there's not much to draw it, and so you get so much staring. It's exactly you get revelation, and so you just sat there. I could do it better. You can't afford to make time to really.
yeah, I can't relate one bit, honestly.
Very funny.
Can't relate one bit. Oh, good. And honestly, like, I've just, so, like, for the listeners, I also have an OC, I call it an OC project because I have no idea I can't really make a comic. But, like, OC project I'm working on, and I've honestly just, like, I've built up such an image of this has to be this way. And I also have a bunch of it's basically I've made an entire franchise in my head, and I can't stop it, from just invading my mind palace. So basically what I just did is just, like, I have to put it to the side, and I still keep thinking about it. It's annoying. Like, I
that's
just
the
feel like...
thing, is like I knew when like you started mentioning stuff, I've got ideas and stuff. Nope. The moment
Yeah, I'm screwed.
Yeah, because like even throughout and I do kind of have a sequel. I don't want it. I want it to be a self.
It kind of takes me back to the big lesson or one of the lessons that the main character in Tick Tick Boom learns, because I just watched that movie last night. But like when everybody is like, yeah, your play was great, it's too fucking ambitious. Do another one.
For sure.
Yeah.
You gotta start simple. That's the thing, when one or two, it's like a fairly simple and they update pages rather and I'm here, good guys, but basically doing that and like how do you
like I was planning something like that way, way back in the day. Like this is back in 2012 when I was first kind of coming up with the storyline idea for my channel when I wanted my channel to be a storyline thing. And I had this whole saga planned out that was basically what if Power Reviews was more like Kamen Rider and it did social commentary. And I literally showed Database Ranger the big massive pitch I had written, and I was like, "Can you script doctor this? Tell me what's wrong with it." And he says like, and the first thing he came back to me with was like, "So how do you plan to pay for all this?" And I was like, "Oh fuck, money, no."
See, that's why I'm just going to turn all my stories into web novels, because, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Honestly, that's what I'm doing with, like, another project I'm working on. I just need to, like, get the character designs from an artist friend, and we'll be good.
It doesn't help that I've also been watching a lot of, like, world-building YouTube channels of just, like, there's this one dude, it's just an entire series of speculative biology on this one alien planet of, like, yo, What if every animal was a giant freaky spider monster?
That would be a cursed timeline.
None of
Like,
us would be here recording this podcast if that was the case.
like
Yeah,
legitimately,
this
it's
would
like,
be a
what if
bit of-
spider but monkey?
Mm.
What if spider but woolly mammoth?
That just made me think of Wooly from Super Best Friends.
But it's all about like if you look at speculative biology, it's all about like understanding like if a being of life were to create a body plan, that body plan just gets built on and extrapolated further and further until you get more complicated life. Because if you break us down, we are still worms to an extent.
Yeah.
Because our spine is a segmented bit of our body that just everything is built off of, like a worm.
Thanks for the good news. I'm just picturing that meme, and it's where it's like it's all fucking lewds or whatever, but it's Boingo going, "It's all fucking worm."
And then we're just like, what?
Oh god,
It's a good series.
I'm sure it is. I'll watch it one day, but for now, I think we've podcasted properly and long enough. So,
We podcasted too close to the gatekeep girl boss.
yeah. Why don't we close this out and start as we normally do when it's a guest episode? Asterisk, tell everybody who you are and where they can find your stuff on the internet, should you want them to.
I am and sure hope you have some idea because otherwise it's
Yeah.
like Aaron.
Like what were you doing the last little while that you didn't realize what Asterisk is?
Yeah, I know. I wonder if that maybe like that would be weird.
Yeah,
I sure
how about
hope
that?
Wouldn't that be good? Yeah, so like
I talk about hardcore death metal.
Yeah, exactly. That would be good. But no, I it's attached sometimes about saying. I also do artwork, so there'll be a link and my word. So
All right, Snowcone, you've hardly talked this week. Fucking talk and tell people where to find your shit.
My name is Snowbot Jones, and you can find me at never_robot on Instagram. And if you ever want to send me a random friend request on some sort of game platform, it's probably some iteration of Snowcone with or without a space.
Buster, where are you on the internet?
Hi, I'm Buster Corp. I do video essays that are very low effort on the YouTube channel. Buster, the most recent video was, let me check, Nintendo related. Yeah, because there's not enough Nintendo videos about the internet, especially not enough Nintendo videos about how much they suck. Yeah, you can also
I
find
didn't know you were a Scott the Woz clone.
I didn't know you were Arlo.
I actually, you can find me on Twitter at BusterBlue3. Like if you want to see me tweet for whatever reason, weirdo. No, I should not call you weirdo. You're a nice fellow, weirdo in my Twitter comment section. That's all I got, I guess. Do I have anything else to show? Oh yeah, I started Twitch streams now at the Busters Corp. It's just Buster Corp, but you put an S.
Yay.
Yes.
Boingo, what are you on the internet?
The variety of sad and depressed.
Oh no. What happened?
Well, Hapon, I've been streaming for 6 months and I only just hit 100 followers. This is an accomplishment. It's good.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
No, it's good. It's good. Good.
Yeah.
But hey, howdy. I am a Boingo writer. I make a variety of content on the internet. Hey, do you like Twitch streams where I play a bunch of fucking games, including but not limited to a Digimon, Bayonetta, and Clone Hero? Sweet. You can watch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Boingo Writer. Do you want to follow me on other social media platforms? Well, you're in luck. It's at Boingo_Writer. It's fucking amazing. That's what it is on the Twitter. That's what it is on the Instagram. That's what it is on the TikTok.
How utterly fascinating. But
I also make videos on YouTube. Search Boingo Writer, and you'll find videos of a variety of form and fashion. Boingo Writer. I make the content.
Do you get a word processor in here or something? Just leave it on autopilot? Because I didn't.
Oh wait, there's more. Go.
I'm the Vacuuminator. I make videos on YouTube about tokusatsu and toys because I like those things. YouTube.com/. the Vacuuminator. I'm on Twitter tweeting and twatting about every little thing that pops into my head at the Vacuuminator. And I'm on Instagram posting photos of my dogs and my toys at _Vacuuminator. But in the meantime, while you're checking out all those things, please don't forget to support this show by giving us a like, commenting down below with your thoughts and feelings on whatever the heck it is we talked about in the last little while. Subscribe and ring the bell in order to enable notifications and get every Modular Media podcast as they come out. And follow us on podcasting platforms if you prefer to listen there, because that helps us out in that algorithm. Also follow us on Twitter at the Modular Media for updates, and join our subreddit r/Modular Media to post memes. But folks, that is it for this installment of Modular Components. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.